today, I don't know what we have with us, so I'm going to fight Hannah.
I don't know what they're called. It's these things. I couldn't.
Keto.
Yeah. They're probably gonna be really soggy. They went in the oven, and then they wouldn't fit in here, so I had to smush them a little. But there's 6, so that means 3 each, which is math.
They're not too soggy.
Sick. Awesome.
And they still taste good.
Good.
Like
I didn't know what...
pizza bagels that just were so soggy.
Oh, yeah, but I also put those in the microwave. Because it was quicker, and it was on crunch time. To leave. I don't know why you're laughing.
I just am. I don't know why. Next we have the Ding Dongs.
Always bring a ding dong. Listen, this is not what I meant.
Krispy treat.
They're chocolate because I was trying to find the normal ones.
Couldn't?
No, because I have the 3 where it's like strawberry, chocolate, and then the
The
normal.
strawberry one was gross.
It's disgusting. I was very disappointed. I'm gonna give it to the kiddos. Make them eat it
Fruit snacks.
if they're good.
Fanta, the tiny cans.
I only have tiny cans.
Then the best goldfish. The flavor blast.
Yeah, flavor blast.
Although I really do like the rainbow goldfish too. Like, they don't have flavor to them, but they're just salty. And I just like them. What?
Nothing.
They're good, man. I'd eat them at work because my boss had like this huge box of the little goldfish packages, and I just took all the rainbow ones out
You're mine.
to eat.
Fair enough.
So good.
So, I was home alone this morning. Okay, and my mom was taking stuff into the vet because Oliver had to go, and we're eating, so I'm not gonna go into that. But I went downstairs, and Pebbles kept barking nonstop till she wandered over the gate, and I'm like, okay. I thought maybe she went into the TV room because she left a treat there, because she'll do that, and then she'll want it in the morning. So I let her go over the gate, and I waited for a little bit, and she didn't come back. So I go to figure out where she went, and I look up the steps, and she's up there. She just left my parents' room, and we made eye contact, and she booked it into the cat's room because she knows that's where the soft food is, where the cat eats his like breakfast and stuff. So I booked it up there. I'm trying to grab Pebbles. She's so fat, okay? She's a Chihuahua.
And she's 8 pounds.
8
Chihuahua's
pounds.
not supposed to be that big.
She's really round.
She's like, isn't she like a teacup chihuahua?
She is.
It's even worse.
Yeah. But I've never had her, because like she'll try and like push back and stuff.
Yeah.
If she doesn't want something.
My phone just buzzed and it's annoying.
But I've never had her push back this hard because she was so afraid that she was about to get like whacked, which she wasn't. I was just afraid because the cat was also in there still trying to eat. And I literally, because I could not, she was like a snake. I could not grab her. It was terrifying.
This fat little chihuahua wiggling around.
The only thing that I was able to actually grab were her paws. So I had to hold of her 2 little paws, and she's like... Finally, I got a hold of her, and I quickly take her into my room. I put her on my bed because I had to get my computer and stuff anyway. And I get my computer. I have my computer in one hand, dog in the other. I walk out of my room, look down the steps. There's Bam Bam. Booking it up the steps into the cat's room. And I'm like, there's a fly in here. It was so annoying because I was the only one home alone.
Pets, am I right?
No one could help me.
It was only you.
Also, I didn't take the gate down, so Bam Bam jumped it.
You just didn't want to be alone.
And he probably heard all the ruckus that was going on.
Like, what's going on up there? Hey guys, can I join the party?
No. I told Mom when she got home. And she was losing it. I'm like, she thought it was so funny. Which it is now, like, thinking about it. But in the moment,
You were angry.
I was. I did not want her up there.
There's a fly in here, as you said.
There is, and it's annoying. He's been in here since I was driving, and he won't leave.
Have you tried rolling down the windows?
Well, the car's off, so we can't. I did have my windows down, though. Go. Oh. I think he's out, maybe. I don't know,
No.
but... No?
No, he's behind us.
Let me just put that there.
I've gone through most of the snacks already. Now I just need to eat the ding dong.
So you started, like, eating quickly.
I'm a speed eater. That's what I do.
I usually am.
Yes, it's usually you.
Oh my goodness!
It's fine. Nothing happened.
So, I was supposed to get my music for my voice lessons on Friday. She was supposed to send them to me through email. And she's like, if I don't, like, message me. And I messaged her Sunday because I forgot Friday because it was just so busy during the whole weekend. And it's Tuesday now. And I haven't gotten anything from her. And lessons are tomorrow. And I'm like, dude, because she wants to start tomorrow. I'm like, well.
Guess your sight reading. You can tell us about it Thursday.
It's not, they're all, did I tell you about them? Every single one of them is, like Broadway.
That's cool though. Broadway music.
I don't like singing Broadway. Like,
It's because it's character
I
acting
know,
as
and I
well.
don't like that. I mean, all singing, any singing that we do, you do have to add character to it. So you have to add emotion and whatever, but that's just,
It's different.
I don't like it. And I
A lot
told
more
her that.
expressive. A lot more in face.
And I told her that I didn't like it, but, like, she has a ton of faith in me.
She does.
Which is good.
It's what teachers do. They push you out of your comfort. Oopsie. Your comfort zone. I did nothing.
She's really cool, though.
It's good.
She asked me about my hand, which, I mean, we didn't do a video about my hand, so my hand's fine now. They don't get to know.
She hurt her hand being lame.
Okay.
I'm joking.
It was my fault. But we're good now. I had a gig, so I beat it out.
She beat it.
I beat it out.
Just let that sit in what you said.
Shut up. You hurt the fly. No, but she asked me about it, so I was telling her.
Come on, out, bug.
Yes, yes.
I got the fly out.
There we go. She asked me about it, so I was telling her. But she also has, like, really bad ADHD. So she wasn't paying attention the whole time. As I was trying to tell her.
When you're trying to be empathetic and care, but then you're just like somewhere else.
And she was on her computer.
Oh,
She was trying to pull stuff up.
yeah,
For, like, the lesson and stuff.
it's hard multitask.
And then her ADHD just chipped in really bad, and you just didn't pay attention at all, and I'm like, okay, cool. I like her, though.
My mom told me I had autistic tendencies because I have low empathy and that, like, certain noises to me just seem, like, amplified and, like, they drive me crazy. Like, I know I'm saying this while we're eating, but like the noises of like people chewing. But you're fine.
Does it bug you?
No, not right now. It's usually specifically when I'm trying to work.
Okay.
And then like someone sits by me and they're eating and they're chewing and like it just like grinds on my nerves. Like it shouldn't, but it does.
That's actually also a disorder too.
It is. It's also that.
I forget what it's called, but
It just grinds on my nerves. Like just certain things like that. Just like it shouldn't, but then I'm just here like taking a test going like sending like little glares like because it's just like oh, no. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about my dad. He always like sits by me and watches like a football game like while I'm doing like homework, but he's a loud chewer. I am too, so I mean fair. But it's not like just chewing. Also the noise of dripping gets to me like
okay, yeah.
so like I woke up out of a dead sleep because something was dripping. Like I was dead asleep having a dream and everything, and then like I hear this dripping noise and I'm awake and I can't sleep because there's just dripping, like constant dripping, and it won't fade into white noise. It's just there to torment me until I leave the room.
Is it because it's not because like
Rhythmic?
yeah, because like
Maybe.
a fan is constant and it's not really rhythmic, but it's a constant noise that stays the same. That doesn't.
Oh no.
Because I know like I do fine like doing stuff like in a band and whatever, but as soon as everything becomes like unorganized, I can't do it. Just people talking like in like we had that the thing on campus, whatever it was, like I could not do that. There was too many people talking at once.
What was on campus that we did?
The art club
Oh,
that was having issues because that was too much.
yeah, overstimulation
Or
and overwhelming.
yeah. And there's times where people will like at the coffee bar or whatever, they have like someone's playing guitar or doing stuff like with the instruments, but then you have people talking on top of that, and it's just so much. I hate it.
I can actually fade like people talking out into white noise. I have like a power of ignoring until it comes to like certain sounds, and then it's like it's on. Like I said, the low empathy was another reason why my mom said that, which I didn't realize I was low empathetic until like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, suddenly everything makes sense in my life.
It made sense to me now too. Cause I'll tell you certain things, and I can tell just over by text that I'm like, she doesn't care.
I try.
I know you try, but now I understand.
I mean, as a kid, we watched like a movie like with friends called Marley and Me, and I looked at said friend and I was like, someday that will be your dog. Like that. I'm like,
This is appropriate right now. Be careful.
No. It's fine.
I got napkins because it's on your shirt. Oh, on my chair. It's not fine.
I'm so messy today. I'm messy every day.
Usually not this messy in my car.
Not in your car, typically. Ooh, maybe sticky. You look so...
I sniffed it. I didn't like it.
Also, the eating thing would be like
Ow.
one of the tendencies my mom threw in, because I'm not necessarily like a picky eater, and like sometimes I like the taste of things, but like if the texture doesn't match up, it's like no.
Peaches. I like the taste of peaches. I can't do the texture. It's awful.
Mushrooms for me, because like I was chewing a goldfish for a really long time. But like mushrooms for me, they don't really have too much taste. They take on the taste of whatever they're in. And like they could be like pretty unnoticeable. But the texture, can't do it. It's slimy. It's gross. It's mostly slimy. Like, anyway, like, someone's tried to make it for me, like, to like it, like, fried, deep fried, just, like, stir-fried, or, like,
That doesn't sound good, though.
cooked in soup or things like that. Always slimy. I just think it's slimy.
I know when you guys made me eat a mushroom.
Shoot.
It was the hibachi thing.
Hibachi grill, yeah.
Because I told Mom, and she was so upset. Because she's like, we don't know if you're allergic or not. And I'm like, well, I'm not dead.
To be fair, your mother thinks you're allergic to everything.
Ouch. If I haven't been tested for it.
Yeah, exactly. She thinks you're allergic to absolutely anything and everything.
That's why, like, I don't eat fish. I haven't been tested.
Just eat it, man. Because,
Don't
let me tell you, most Chinese food, or, like, Asian food in general, fish sauce, or it's, like, cooked in something near that. If you were deathly allergic, you would be dead by now. Because most of the things we eat are cooked in fish oil.
That Rice Krispie tried that really hurt. It's still in my throat. I'm sorry. I'm listening. I swear. It's just one.
You're just dying casually off screen.
No, it's still in my throat. I can feel it. It
Cup
got
water.
pointy.
Hate when that happens. Then when it just scrapes all the way down.
Yeah, but it's not going down. It's kind of like lodged right there. It's just a tiny little dude. I'm not joking, I swear. I'm talking.
You're talking. Luckily, she never watches our YouTube videos because she thinks it's a waste of space and time.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice when we did start posting videos. And, how was it? My aunt. I'm not gonna say names. You know who you are. But no, because they're like, oh, like I just wasted how long? I don't even know how.
5 minutes or
Like
something.
5 minutes of their lives, and I'm like, that's nice. Thank you. Like straight to my face. I'm like,
I mean, at least he didn't say it behind your back, I guess, but
I'd rather it be behind my back.
like, wow, what a way to, like, support someone.
It was just for fun. You just have to watch it. Like, no one had to watch it.
No one forced you. No one put you at gunpoint. You
Watch
watch it. That would be more than a waste of time. That would be bad. But
I'm not eating that.
so we don't care if there's haters. The original haters are your family. Which is arguably more hurtful.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. They're supported with some things.
Music.
To an extent.
Okay.
Just saying, to an extent.
I was trying to be helpful.
It's like, they're supportive of it, but when it comes to the idea of me doing, like, gigs and, like, touring and whatever, they're scared of that. Which I understand, because they're like, that's not, like, a solid career. So I'm like, I understand.
Make bank.
That's the point. But, like, I understand where they're coming from. Because in the beginning, yeah, it's not. But,
In the beginning of any career, you're broke.
yeah.
You might as well be doing a career you want.
Well, I'll learn how to bleep people's names out.
Okay.
So, because I was talking with Scrape, okay, and I was telling him like this is what I want to do, and because I was talking about like dropping out of college and stuff with him, and he was just we were just talking, and once he heard what I want to do and what I'm doing in college and how I don't want to do it, instantly became super supportive, which I appreciate. But
More supportive than your own family. That's sad, bro.
I don't think Dad knows yet. I only told Mom, and she's more impressed that I thought through absolutely everything, because she asked me a question, like, she's like, okay, so she's like, I'm glad that you're waiting until December to like leave. She's like, are you going to enroll and just to another college and then like just go like that semester, like the end of that semester? And I looked at her, I'm like, no, I'm like, I'm going to drop out, get a better paying job, pay off the debt, and start saving money for the
seminar thing.
Yeah. And she just looked at me and she's like, it's really smart. And I'm like, I've thought this through.
You've had a whole year to think this through.
Yeah. But I also, she was like, I'm glad that you're just not like, I'm done right now. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait.
You were that last semester.
I was, because I had 20 credit hours.
Yeah. Then I told you to stick it out because I got you in art class.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have to take anything else, but I snuck you in here.
But anyway, scrape. Rabbit trail. As he was saying, that it doesn't matter. How did he say it? It doesn't matter how much you're getting paid, as long as you're doing like what you love. So you could get paid like $20 a week. He's like, who cares? Just as long as you're working, but it's something that you love. Because you know, like if
That's right.
you never work a day in your life, it was like whatever that saying is. Whatever that saying is. Something like that.
Well, I'll say my mom saying something times 0 is nothing. So, like, if you're not working, you're getting nothing.
Yeah.
But, like, $20 is $20.
It's still something. And plus it'll increase.
Money. Exactly, it's money. And like I said, any job career you go into, you're going to start broke.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well go into a job career you really like and that you're passionate about. Because, like, even if you're, like, going into, like, office work, you're not starting at the top. You're not, like, a CEO at the beginning.
It'd be cool.
It'd be cool, but you have to do things. Like, you have to earn merit. You have to climb the ladder. So, like, even then, if you put in that perspective of, like, bands and music, you start playing at bars.
Yeah.
Then you build up. Most people start playing at, like, bars or weird venues that no one's heard of.
Yeah.
And you start building from
And
that.
plus, usually you don't get paid for
Yeah,
the first who knows how long.
Yeah. So, like, it might, if they're worried about that, it might be good to, like, have a side job.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, because you need to pay rent. You still need to live and eat. But
Yeah.
But you always have, like, a side job to support your dream. It's not your dream.
Yeah, it's just, but
You don't,
you're living.
yeah. You don't live to work.
Yeah.
You work to live. And then once, like, your dream job becomes financially stable,
That's when you
that's when you go quit and you go all in.
I got to talk with, he's a well-known country artist who actually came from my school.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He was also in Brooke Singers. That's why I'm like, the fact that I was able to get in contact with him was amazing. But I talked with him for a second because I wanted to see how he did it. Because he went to college, he got a degree, and he was like a physical therapist type thing.
Yeah.
And he was doing music on the side, you know, just getting it ready and whatever. And he called it a leap of faith. Because he didn't know if it was going to, like, he was getting money off of it, but it literally is a leap of faith because you don't know if it's still going to be stable after a couple years or whatever.
Especially because music changes. Sometimes you die out. All things like that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna become an accountant.
You have a stable job.
As
I'll
they
get there.
say, there's only 2 things sure in life: taxes and death.
Yeah?
So, I'm pretty solid because there's always going to be taxes. This tax season's crazy. It should have been over. But it's still going on. Because the IRS is, like, so backed up. You would have filed by now, most likely.
Do they do it for me?
Accountants?
No, well, no, like,
No, you have to file your own taxes unless you like have an accountant or like your parents do it for you. But you also have to make enough to even file taxes.
Well, probably not then.
So you might not make enough. It has to be within the year and such.
Also, like, can't you have it where they automatically just take the money out of your paycheck?
Yes, but you still have to pay taxes.
Oh. What?
Because, like, it means they'll take a percentage of your paycheck, like the most percentage that they can, and will go towards that, which means it'll bring down your tax amount you have to pay, and they'll most likely owe you money. So that's why you still file taxes, so you can get your money back, a refund. But it varies because you have to pay state tax and federal tax. So most likely you'll still have to like owe towards like state.
So my guess is I don't make
enough.
I didn't know that taxes were due. I wasn't told, but I'm just gonna guess.
They were due quite a long time ago unless you file what's it called? I've been doing so many of these. But you have to file like a paper an extension. You file extensions and then it goes to October, like 20th. But if you don't file an extension, you get fined for like turning in like late taxes. Maybe I should make a YouTube video. You're like, how to do your taxes?
You could. You could, because people don't know, like me.
No, I don't file taxes.
Well,
because I don't make enough. 2 jobs don't make enough to file taxes.
But can you do taxes?
For the most part. I'm not the main accountant.
Yeah, but
I know enough to understand them.
Okay. So I'll most likely have YouTube mine. If not, I got my half sister comes down and does my parents' taxes.
My one ass.
She says that she'll do it for free, but then my parents like whip out money. It's like, no, take
money. Take now. My dad's really good at understanding taxes, mostly state. Federal taxes are a different beast, but you know.
I'm a musician. I don't understand.
You won't have to pay taxes then, because you won't make enough in the beginning.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's always nice. When you don't make enough to like owe the government anything.
Right.
They're like, this is just sad. We can't leech off of them. Texas and Florida don't have state taxes. But you know what's good about Ohio?
We don't have food taxes.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
We don't have food tax. So if you buy like food, it's the exact amount. You don't have to add change to it, most likely.
I remember getting stuff for Valentine's Day. Like the candy hearts and stuff, and I was so confused. Because this was when I was a lot younger. Because I was using my own money. And yeah, it
was like the exact amount.
It was the exact amount, and I was so freaking confused because I'm like...
Because everything else is like you had tax.
I didn't know about that at that time.
You have things like leisure tax, which is dumb. And so it's like... So instead of like... So if you buy like whole carrots that you're peeling and cutting yourself, you don't have a leisure tax on that. But if you're buying shredded carrots, there's a leisure tax on it because it's for your convenience. So since it's convenient, they're like taxing you more on it. So it's actually cheaper to just buy the carrots and do it all yourself. But they'll make you pay more if you are like in a rush and don't want to do that. Or like a leisure tax would also be like you're at a restaurant, you get taxed.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's also a leisure.
Well, that one makes sense.
Yes. Buying pre-shredded carrots, go like, haha, give me your money.
Extra.
I I realize this is 30 minutes and we've been talking about taxes.
Taxes.
Ooh.
Oh, I gotta.
And with that, we're going to go.